We are here in Iceland interviewing all the coolest, most amazing women, and we are here with the Global Sisterhood Network and Boost Power Radio. Please introduce yourself to your sister friends now all over the world.
Hello, my name is Vilborg. I am 60 years old and I have been living in this beautiful city for 32 years. I'm an economist and a fashion designer. I run my own business. We have shops, me and my husband together, and have been running that for almost 30 years. Before that, I was traveling all over the world in another company, and had a great time and learned a lot of things about the world and people, beautiful and nice people all over. I have 2 kids. My first kid's born when I was almost 34, and I have enjoyed my family life. We live in this town, small town, and distance only 8 minutes from my house to my shop. But I work very much. But I have been. What can I say? I did find a balance. I did have a lot of help from my family, from grandparents, and my lovely kids, and my husband. He's great, and yes, I'm happy staying here in this community, and yeah.
Tell us about. So, what was your educational path? What brought you to fashion design? And then what was your other work in the world that took you on so much travel? Tell everyone about your story.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I had a mother. I was one of 5, and my mother, she was home. She was very good in making clothes, knitting, sewing. Had make beautiful, beautiful pieces to all of us. And I did sit there and watch over her shoulder, and I learned. I got the opportunity to do myself. I could use the sewing machine, and yes. So I started early. I was 12 years old when I started to make my own clothes. And when we were in high school, I made all the costumes for the theater there. And I always wanted to go in that direction, but I was also kind of practical. And after high school, I went 1 year to Norway, to folk high school, learned to know a lot of nice people that I'm still in contact with 40 years later. But then after in Norway, I did meet lady. She was visiting friends of mine. I met her for like one afternoon. We went together in the shop to buy some cream or something, and she did ask me what are you going to study, and she told me what she has been studying, and that was economy. And then I did decide I want to be like this lady, so I did start economics and at the University of Iceland, and 5 years later I finished that. But only last year on the university there was one of the teachers, he was talking about connecting handcraft and academic thinking. And then I thought, yes, that is not so silly to do the design also. So after finishing university, I went to Denmark for design for 2 years.
That is my dream, because as a sewer, not at the level of you, but as a sewer, and I'm a crafter, so I'm an artist, and I love remaking clothing. So I'm fascinated to hear how this kind of weaves together. And so now you have your shop. And if you would describe your shop here, what kind of style do you have in your shop?
Yeah, before that I would like to say, after finishing my study in Denmark, almost the day that I finished, I saw advertisement from in a newspaper, and that was asking for sales manager here in Akureyri. And I asked for that and got that job. And I was selling lambskin shirling for garment production all over the world. So I did travel like 5-6 times every year to Italy, to all Europe. I did travel to Far East. I did travel to US. So for 6 years I was traveling and I was selling this Icelandic quality product. When I got my kids, I started my own business, and that's our fashion shop. And we import everything ourselves. We handpick nice things all over Europe. We now mainly from like Paris, London, Copenhagen. It can be different places also. But yeah, that's what it's for ladies and all ages. They start to come in my shop like 12, 13 years old, and they never stop. So I have 3-4 generations. The whole family, female and one family, all of them can get clothes, small and big, and young and old.
Nice, nice. Well, we can't wait to go there later. So along this path, is there any lessons you've learned on how to be a woman who has had the family, has had the travel, has had your business? Are there any lessons you would share with women that might be helpful for them?
It's very important to take care of yourself. It's very important to be in good. You have to have time for yourself to like for motion. Do 2-3 times every week. Like only it's enough half an hour. 2-3 times every week. Go out walking, doing something. And also it's take care of also to have the to be able to do cover everything. So you have to take care of yourself. So and if you feel good, you can do. You can give, and so my passion is to like be a good person and like pay forward because I feel that is most important.
There you go. And the last thing we ask is if you were to say like a global, we call it the global statement to women. So many people will be listening to this and they'll love to hear your story. And if you were just to kind of speak into their heart of someone who's just desiring to be inspired, how would you just kind of sum it all up, and what would you say to women of the world?
It's very important to be honest, to be yourself, and enjoy respect, and remember that every person has a story.
Perfect. Well, we're so happy to have you on the Global Sisterhood Network on Boost Power Radio, and to have friends in this beautiful city here, up here in Iceland, and just know that you have friends now all over the world that appreciate you sharing your story. So thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.